Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today diving deep into a lesser-known but incredibly chilling tale from the Brothers Grimm. It's the Robber Bridegroom. This isn't your typical happily ever after story. Instead, it is a powerful lesson about trusting your instincts and recognizing that evil can wear a very handsome disguise. Our story begins with a beautiful miller's daughter who becomes engaged to a man who seems perfect. He's wealthy, charming, and comes from a good family. On paper, he's the ideal partner. But despite his flawless exterior, the young woman feels a strange sense of dread whenever she looks into his eyes. There's a coldness there, a warning bell that she can't quite explain but also can't ignore. This initial feeling is the first crucial thread in our tale. It reminds us that our intuition, that gut feeling, often knows things our logical mind hasn't processed yet. Before the wedding, the bridegroom invites his fiancée to his home, a secluded house deep in the forest. He insists she come alone, which only heightens her anxiety. Her unease is so strong that she decides to take a precaution. As she walks to his house, she secretly fills her pockets with peas and beans, dropping them along the path to mark her way back. It's a clever move, a small act of defiance against the fear that's trying to paralyze her. This detail is so important because it shows her actively listening to her own internal alarm system, rather than dismissing it as simple wedding jitters. She's already started to fight back, even if she doesn't know what she's fighting against yet. When she arrives, the house is silent and eerie. The door swings open, and a voice from inside calls out, turn back, young maiden dear. 'Tis a murderer's house you enter here." A bird in a cage repeats the warning. These ominous messages confirm her fears. This isn't a grand manor, it's a place of darkness. Inside, she meets a very old woman, the only other soul in the house. This woman looks at the girl with pity and confirms her worst fears. This is a den of robbers, and her charming fiancé's their leader. The old woman tells her she must hide because the men will be back soon and they will show no mercy. The old woman leads the girl to hide behind a large cask where she can see but not be seen. Soon, the bridegroom returns with his gang of robbers, dragging a terrified young woman with them. What our heroine witnesses next is pure horror. The men are ruthless, and their true monstrous nature is revealed. In the chaos, as they commit a terrible act, a finger from their victim, still wearing a golden ring, is accidentally chopped off and flies through the air, landing right in our heroine's lap in her hiding spot. She has just become the sole witness to an unspeakable crime, and now she holds the undeniable proof. The old woman, seeing her chance, helps the girl escape. She had drugged the robbers' wine, causing them to fall into a deep sleep. Under the cover of darkness, the two women flee the house of horrors. The path of peas and beans the girl had dropped earlier has now sprouted, creating a clear green line guiding her through the dark forest and back to the safety of her father's home. She returns, carrying the horrifying secret and the severed finger with its golden ring. She says nothing, pretending that her visit was perfectly normal, and the wedding preparations continue as planned. Her silence is strategic, a display of incredible courage and control. Finally, the wedding day arrives, as the feast is grand, filled with guests, family, and friends. The bridegroom is at his most charming, completely unaware that his dark secret is about to be exposed. During the celebration, it's customary for guests to tell stories. When it's her turn, the bride stands up, with all eyes on her. She begins to tell a story, framing it as a dream she had. She recounts every detail of her journey to the forest house, the bird's warning, it's the old woman's kindness, the hiding spot, and the terrible scene she witnessed. As she speaks, the room grows silent. 8. The bridegroom's smile begins to fade, his face turning pale with sweat. He tries to laugh it off, saying, "Oh, my love, it was only a dream." But she continues, her voice growing stronger. She describes the finger with the golden ring flying through the air. And then, for her chilling finale, she says, "And as I tell this, I have the proof right here." She opens her hand and presents the severed finger for everyone to see. The entire room gasps in horror. The truth is undeniable. The mask has been ripped away, and the monster is revealed. The bridegroom and his gang are immediately seized by the guests and handed over to justice, where they face the consequences of their crimes. So, what does this dark fairy tale teach us? The robber bridegroom is a stark reminder that evil does and always announce itself with a scary face and a sinister laugh. Sometimes it comes with a charming smile, a wealthy background, and a perfect proposal. The story champions the power of intuition. The bride's initial unease, that feeling of something's not right, was her most valuable weapon. She didn't dismiss it. She listened to it, and it saved her life. It teaches us the importance of vigilance, of paying attention to the small red flags, even when everything on the surface seems perfect. Trust your gut. If a situation or a person makes you feel unsafe, it's not just in your head. It's a warning worth heeding. This tale is a timeless allegory for the dangers that can lurk beneath a polished surface. It encourages us to be discerning, to look beyond appearances, and to have the courage to act on our instincts. It's not about being paranoid. It's about being smart and self-aware. The heroine of this story is not a passive princess waiting to be rescued. She is proactive, clever, and brave. She saves herself by being observant and courageous. That's a powerful message for all of us. Thank you for watching. If you found this analysis interesting, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into the world of folklore. See you next time.